A trail of blood. I don't like that.
The tracks continue this way.
I think Bathsheba was injured.
Looks that way. What with the blood and torn clothing and all. There's blood here.
The tracks lead into this cave. Must have been really desperate.
Haskell Fogach Small.
Go away, beasts! Off with you! That's mine! Come back!
Eaten alive. Hope it was quick.
The wolf took a purse. We should find it.
One less to worry about. Think I used to doubt my wolf skills on one hand.
Let's search the den. With a wing or so, we'll never again see Boston.
Spectre nearby. Big one. I'll summon it now. Corrito Skal.
That's not the ritual I'd have used.
Spirit and flesh, I summon you! Just die.
There's more of them.
Lantern rifle, now!
Oh, I am back.
Almost there! It's going to attack!
With a wing or so.
Quicken yourself!
Here's the belt. The purse is with it.
Keys. With the winger souls, I don't doubt.
I've seen this symbol in the mines below Fort Jericho.
Why would she have keys to the mines?
Mines. You want to take a look, don't you? If you need a rest, this place is as good as any.
Backed by the Banishers, Helen Priest dethroned Captain Pennington. Dark truths were unearthed. Some secrets remain buried. The survivors must now set aside old sins and build themselves lives worth living. But can Helen Priest lead them into the future, chained as she is to her past?
A wee Highland kiss for you.
Watch out! Spectre possession.
They brought more friends.
Make up! Possession incoming.
I do not like this place one bit. Here we are. Now, let's find the symbol. Someone's been here already. Looks like Helen found Mrs. Ingersoll's stash. Oil, sugar, salt. Isn't this Nathaniel Sather's stolen merchandise?
Yes, it is.
Take that to your face.
Think you could take on a ghost?
The ledger for Ingersoll's store. Same dates, but with much higher figures.
2 different ledgers, one of which was locked inside a chest. I think I understand. She stole her own merchandise and hid it in the mines. Then she hid the accounts that would expose her lie. Why would she do that?
Helen wanted to take her merchandise. She doesn't want to share, she wants to sell. She's selfish. Nathaniel broke his promise and doesn't regret it.
Skinned, he betrayed Mrs. Ingersoll for a couple of Helen Priest's coins. We should go back to him.
Excuse me.
Mrs. Ingersoll. That you?
I think so, Mr. McWraith. I think so. Mistress Duarte. Dear Lord, you're a spirit too. What happened?
I was going to ask you the very same question. We found some merchandise stashed away. Oil, sugar, some, spoons. We suspect it was stolen. Is it yours?
I believe it is. Or at least it was.
Helen Priest lays claim to it, for the company.
And how does Helen Priest know about it? Because Nathaniel told her. He broke my confidence. He broke my heart. For the sake of his return to Boston and a life of ease, he'll trample the legacy of those who made him. He betrayed us. I knew what he was up to. That is why I ran. And because I ran, I died.
What are you doing here?
You came to my store. Then you've met Nathaniel. Would you give him a message from me? Tell him he must stay. He made a promise. He must honor it.
So, you haunt Nathaniel. But he told us you stole your own cash box. Why?
Priest took my stock. All I had left was the money. I thought I'd start again somewhere else. Boston. Where it all began.
This isn't what you had in mind, eh?
I have business yet. You'll see.
I'll ask you some questions, if you don't mind. What are you to Nathaniel? Where did you meet?
One day, an orphan boy came to our store in Boston hoping to learn the trade. He had this idea that he would sell hats. Everyone needs hats, he'd say. We gave him a job. He's been with us ever since. He's my barker, my salesman. He's born to it. He writes well, too. You should read the letters he sends to his friend, Thomas, in Boston.
Tell me more about Thomas.
He and Nathaniel are very close. Natty writes at least once a month. Were you married, Mistress Duarte? There was a time when I would have judged you if you were not. Now I know better. Love is love, whichever way it comes to you. Natty loves Thomas as well as any man ever loved a woman. Maybe better. What do you think of that?
I don't disagree, but sometimes love demands terrible sacrifice. Where are you from?
Boston, originally. Now I'm from New Eden. You?
Cuba, originally. Now I'm from everywhere and nowhere. Was it in Boston where you met your husband?
It was. I went into his shop one day and there he was. And you? Did you meet Mr. McWraith in Cuba?
God, no. We met in London. We met through work.
Yes. It happens. Or so I've heard.
We'll be off then. We'll be in touch.
Then I'll await your return. Or not.
Hunter's roster. And Theodore Shepard is overdue.
May we talk, Mr. Sather?
I'd like nothing more. How can I be of service?
We must talk about the widow's accounts. They're meagre enough.
You surprise me, sir, and by that I mean you do not surprise me in the least. If the coffer was full, I'd be halfway to Boston by now.
Is that why you're selling your stock cheap?
Everything must go, sir. Or I'll not carry this junk back to Boston and the coin will pay my way.
Bathsheba kept the money she owes you, and now you're stuck here. Boston no more than a memory.
That's it, exactly. Now you understand the urgency.
I've bad news for you. I found Bathsheba's body. The wolves got her.
Oh no. Poor widow Ingersoll. I so dearly wish she'd made it safely to Boston. Did you find the cash box?
I found something else. A note. You told Priest exactly where to find the merchandise that Mrs. Ingersoll had hidden in the mines.
Ah. Now, I have a number of excuses, but I get the feeling you won't be interested in any of them. Nor, to be honest, am I. I did the right thing. I followed Bathsheba to her hiding place, and then I told Mrs. Priest where to find it. The stock will keep people alive. Now is no time for commerce.
You lied to your employer. Did she deserve it?
Listen, Bathsheba no longer knew what she was doing. She lived in the past, while we live in the present, and the future comes charging towards us. She wallows in grief, to the detriment of her friends and neighbours. She wouldn't give up the goods, so I gave them up for her.
All right. It's time.
I hear you, Mr. Sather. But I'd like to hear Widow Ingersoll's thoughts on the matter too. Wouldn't you?
Dear Lord, what are you?
Worry not, Nathaniel. This is the ghost that haunts the store. Bathsheba Ingersoll.
Back to tell me one more time that you're not going to pay me?
That money is my husband's legacy, and I shall decide what's to be done with it.
Money is mine. I earned it. All those years, I stood by my promise, but you did not. You lied about the books. You cheated me.
I, a cheat? You swore to my husband on his deathbed that the store would go on. You swore an oath to a dying man, and then you broke it.
I swore to help you with your grief. To keep running the store while you mourned. But you did not mourn. Instead, you poured your heart into his business. You won't let it go. You won't let him go. I can give you no more time. I have a life to live. Your dead husband does not. You must let me go.
By renouncing his business, you bury my husband a second time. Ingersoll's name will die because of you.
It's time to end this.
Bathsheba Ingersoll. By keeping his business going, you keep your husband alive. But it's time now for you to leave.
I'll not go.
Letting go seems so very difficult. But the dead cannot linger. You must journey on.
But what awaits me at journey's end? Will my husband approve of the choices I've made? Have I done his business proud?
Material questions concern you no longer. Your husband's legacy is now yours. Nathaniel has inherited it. Let it go.
Yes. My accounts are settled. The books are balanced. I may go. Nathaniel, the business is yours. Take care of it.
There is nothing left for you here. I remember Shepherd. He's probably dead.
Call on me.
Still impressive.
The shadow strikes again!
Try not to get shot.
Darkness, you piece of shit! I'm better than you! You hear me? Aye! King of the musket, me! The shadow of the woods!
You alright, Shepherd?
All's well, mate. I had them wolves where I wanted them. But, you can still be of help.
You seem haunted.
What was your first clue? By Flora Abbott, for you ask. The tar-faced cow.
Maybe I can help. I know about ghosts.
There's a cave. I used it as a hunting lodge. Oh, I did. Till Abbott turned up. A ghost did anyway. She attacked me. Ran for me life. Had to leave some of my things behind. Be a mate and pick it up for me, eh?
I'll think about it. What sort of gear are we talking about?
A notebook, several wolf traps, worth little enough to you, worth a little more to me. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
I wonder what we'll learn at Teddy's cave.
Flora Abbott? Who's that?
Captain's pet. Gave her a gun and all. She ran off. Must have died. Won't leave me alone now.
Why you?
Who knows how her kind think? They're naturally devious. You know that. She tried to kill me in my own cave. Well, that proves it. Slavery's a gift to 'em.
I beg your pardon.
Steady. We have a ghost to take care of. We can rip this shitebag's throat out later.
I'll be on my way.
Farewell to you, mate.
You! Leave him to me.
A ghost was listening. Flora Abbott, I'd say. She left traces.
Don't interfere.
Who's there?
You should have left him to me.
Flora Abbott. That you?
You should have left him to me.
More corrupted ivy waiting to be plucked out.
Why save him? Him of all people.
You're Mistress Abbott, right?
I'm Red McCraith, Flora. This is Antea Duarte. We're Banishers. We're no friends of Theodore Shepherd.
You. The Banisher woman. We heard of you. When you arrived, I could scarce believe it. Someone like me come to save us. They all scoffed. I had hope. Such hope. But you didn't save us, did you? You only saved that bully bastard Shepherd. You'll not banish me. Not before I'm done with him. Hear me? Not before.
You were a hunter at Fort Jericho. But why were you living in New Eden in the first place?
I own land here. I've long since stopped being an outsider. A person has to live somewhere.
Do you belong? I left home young. I haven't stopped moving since. I learned not to get too comfortable.
I am a New Englander, born on a farm not far from Boston. After my mother died, I came to New Eden and bought some land. Just a small plot, out by the edge of the woods. Pennington came by sometimes. We hunted together. When we fled, I went with him. I was part of the train band. Part of New Eden. Then the captain died, and I was part of it no longer.
We are not enemies, Flora. You can trust us.
Can I? You saved the life of a man who would spit on you.
I died fighting the curse. I died to save you, all of you. I'm still fighting the curse.
What good is that to me now? Curse or no curse, Shepard was still here, snapping at my throat.
Why are you after Shepard?
He made my life hell. I'll make his a quick death, for I am a better hunter than he. I'm better, and he knew it. He could not stand it, nor that I had the captain's trust. I, with my brown skin.
The weakest sex, the wrongest color, scapegoated when you fail.
Hated when you succeed.
Did he attack you physically?
Spitting, cold shouldering, daily little words of spite, sometimes in my face, sometimes to others. That was his way. He liked me at a distance. So he shot me from a distance. At the old watchtower east of here. Shepard stalked me one last time before he shot and killed me.
I'm sorry.
One hateful crime followed another. The bastard stole my gun. It's in his cave. I want it.
The cave where you tried to kill him?
Yes. Problem?
No. No problem.
Until there is a problem, of course.
We'll leave you now, Flora.
Do not disappoint me.
Once you've revealed the routes, I'll destroy them.
I ever mention how good we are together?
Yeah. It's always good to hear.
This bite's not easily chewed.
Pay attention!
Having lost her captain and only ally, she left the fort.
Was she any safer out in the wilds? Monsters within as without. At least she got to choose which monster she would face.
What's this then? Bullet holes. Standoff? Flora's blood, perhaps. There was a gun here. See where it lay? I'd quite like to find it.
Over here. Look.
She was a hell of a hunter, but shepherds saw her as the prey. This looks moth-eaten. No one slept here for a long time.
The tower had to be abandoned years before the curse.
A room with a view.
What else do you really need?
Broken lock. Forced entry. There's an echo here.
En seo yn dras dy toki min cwrster.
What are you doing in my house? I'm sick of this. You wanted me gone. I left. I won't fight you.
Some reading for you, if read you can. Not to do with me. I'm just a messenger.
She lowered her gun. Why?
She was tired of it. She was done fighting.
Hell of a gamble. She has brass. I wonder what that letter said. Well, look here.
We still need to find Shepherd's Cave.